That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad question.
Hey,
Let's
Rashad.
go Jasmine Crockett, shall we? All right, Jasmine Crockett. So, Jasmine Crockett once again has gone viral and made headlines for something that she has said and done. So this time, this is what she said.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
So she said, y'all, we in Texas. It's hot streets. Down there, we got Hot Wheels, hot roads, hot this, hot that.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move on because I got other people this also hot in these streets.
So yeah, but before that, she said we down here in hot Texas, and she said we have hot, and she was just naming a bunch of problems that they have.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing.
Let me see. All right, see if I can see the full clip, because there's another clip that
Governor Hot Wheels
that has like what she actually was saying. Is this it? No, this ain't it.
Hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes.
See, yeah, I saw it, and it was like we got Hot Wheels, we got hot this, we got hot that, and she just said Hot Wheels. So apparently that was a big thing. And I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, but if you look up Governor George Abbott, I did not know. Calling this man Hot Wheels is insane. Governor Hot Wheels is crazy. Governor Hot Wheels is crazy. So let's go to her tweets. I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by Black males, deliberately stoking tension and further among the most vulnerable. Literally, the next line I said, a mess, referencing to the terrible policies. At no point did I mention or allude to his condition. So I'm even more appalled that people who unequivocally support Trump, a man known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged. Keep that same energy for all people, not just your political adversaries. Finally, this is just another distraction. Instead of obsessing and hanging over to my every word, maybe my political foes should focus on their work and doing the work for the people elected to improve their lives. I think it's a bit ironic right here, this last statement, because I think that's kind of the advice that Jasmine herself should take. It's like time out, like she goes viral a lot, and it's for like kind of these cute moments. And it's really, I don't know if the cute moments she does is to like really appeal to the Black millennial demographic and things of that sort. Because I'm a millennial. I had to look it up to make sure she was millennial age, and if we were, it's between 28 and 43. I'm 30, and she's 43, so we're both millennials. And a lot of the content and the things she does, it seems like it kind of like is catered towards the Black millennial and things of that sort, to come across as relatable and everything. And while like the first viral moment on Capitol Hill with the bad built beach blonde body, like I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, this is hilarious, Marjorie Taylor Greene, because Marjorie Taylor Greene be saying some crazy stuff, and she's been saying crazy stuff ever since she's been in her seat over the past few years. So when she said that, I was like, okay, eye for eye, we here with it. And then like she kind of like was starting to drag it. She was like, We got bad beats, Bill body shirts coming out. And then she would like wear the shirts out at all the rallies, and then she would like lead the speeches. You know, it was just like, all right, you're doing a little much now. You kind of dragging it. And then she did the whole thing of like before the Trump thing of they not like us little TikTok trend. And then, you know, and now this. So it's just like you going viral for like what feels like you going for moments, you know what I'm saying? Like you doing kind of like these things, and like I said, it's attempts to be cute or everything like that. Like keep people engaged, people interested, you know, especially like younger people, because millennials are no longer just younger people. Like we're kind of like older folks now, like with the young folks. So say with Gen Z and whatever generation is before that and stuff like that. Say you want to kind of look relatable to them, cool to them, or whatever. Get them hooked into politics because nobody cares about like politics is something that's boring. I think you can do that in a more tasteful way. And regardless, like she said, the other side, yes, quote unquote, the other side, the maggots and things of that sort, MAGA country, make America great again, people, the faithful, they've said just crazy things over the years, and they made that like their brand to like say crazy off the wall stuff. It's like they're pretty much like Joe Rogan, kind of a political party. They're, you know, just say the most outrageous things. Aiden Ross, you know, Andrew Tate, just say the most outrageous things to get attention and stuff like that. But two wrongs, I always think this, two wrongs don't make a right. So just because they do that, it's like I felt like for so many years, the other side, the left, has looked at the right, or I would even say MAGA, because a lot of people on the right, a lot of Republicans will say, no, Trump doesn't represent us. Like Trump, MAGA doesn't represent our ideals and everything like that. Like he's not a real Republican. He just going running as a Republican, whatever. But say the left, their response to MAGA and Trump is to like reenact a lot of his behaviors in a certain way, even if it's not as bad, quote unquote. And it's just like, I don't get where the, you know what I'm saying? Like, where does the wind or the progress come from there of just like, just acting the way that they act? And then like the lack of accountability here when you get called out for just being like, they do it too. It's like, it's weird. I think at the end of the day, like, the point is, Jasmine Crockett probably made a lot of intelligent points in the speech. Jasmine Crockett probably said a lot of intelligent things the night after the night of Trump's address, you know what I'm saying, state of address or whatever, you know, speaking to everybody in Congress and things of that sort, speaking to the House at the beginning of the year. When she did her press conferences and spoke to the media afterwards, she probably said a lot of intelligent things. The kind of issue or the thing like that I'm even kind of like, all right, let's dial back. Let's look at the program here is people aren't going to talk about all of the intelligent things you say. People aren't going to talk about the incredible work and progress that you made for the people that you're fighting for in Texas. They're going to discuss out of this whole speech of you calling out George Abbott and what he's doing to like the setup for like the failure of kids, the youth, and the next generation of Texans. They're going to look at you calling him Governor Hot Wheels as this guy. You called this guy Governor Hot Wheels. That's what people are going to remember from this clip. And it's like you said a bunch of intelligent things of policies and calling out Trump's contradictions in the speeches and stuff like that. And it's like people are going to remember from that night you went on TikTok and did the Not Like Us Kendrick Lamar dance. Like, is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just things like that that I feel like, you know, I get you're trying to be yourself and you're trying to stay relatable, but sometimes some jobs you just kind of have to act a little serious and hold with some professionalism. Like, I feel like the traditional ways of masking, right, of how unprofessional you are or how immature or how normal of a person you are, I feel like in certain professions and certain branches of things, like that kind of still needs to be held. That standard needs to be held because people can't take jokes. People can't take normalcy, right? It's like Tyler the Creator is a great example. Tyler the Creator was known early on in his career as always being a funny guy. Like he was on Ridiculousness and stuff like that. And then he arranged, because he's always been like a musical genius and stuff like that. He composed and arranged this entire thing for an orchestra out in Europe, in Germany or something like that. And he was on a train in Germany or somewhere in Europe. And he's riding with his friends back to wherever they're going to, just exploring. And a kid walks up to him and is like, yo, you're the dude from Ridiculousness. And he's like, I just composed this entire arrangement for an orchestra and this and that. And this is what people acknowledge me and know me for. He said, all right, bet. I'm going to go an entire 365 days without being funny. And what I challenge Jasmine Crockett to do is to go an entire 365 days without being funny. Just let the work speak for itself, everything like that. We get it. You're young, you're a black millennial, everything like that. Whoop, whoop, and you're relatable, and you get it. The culture, yay, whoop, whoop. And that wasn't even, on some racist stuff. It's just like, but at some point, bro, like folks gotta lock in, dog, because people looking at the left, just as bad as they looking at the right, and it's been that way since probably 2020, since George Floyd and them, long live George Floyd, everything. But it's been like that since then, of just people just looking at the left like, y'all as much of a joke as these jokers that were. At one point when Trump was first elected, it was like, oh man, this is so terrible. Like it's so easy for SNL to make jokes about Trump and MAGA and stuff like over time. The Democrats is just like showing their behinds too. The left is looking really bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm saying all of this to say, y'all don't have to do the gimmicks, bro. Y'all don't have to do the gimmicks. Y'all don't have to make attempts at jokes and roast or low digs or anything like that to go viral. Because when those things go viral, that's all people looking at, bro. And then it's like your whole thing, like, you worked your whole life to get in this position. You worked your whole life to get to Capitol Hill, your entire career. Whenever you decide to go into politics, this is what you were working up to get on Capitol Hill, to get in DC. So when you get up here and just do that, like gimmicks to stay relevant and to be viral and to be discussed, I feel like it's just it's not really helping the cause. I think it's anti kind of progression. Okay, hold on, I'm switching. All right, bet. So there's that. Those are my thoughts on Jasmine Crockett, and I feel like the Democrats in general. I say this all the time when it comes to like campaign trails, and you see things like them bringing on Beyonce or Glorilla or Megan Thee Stallion, all this to perform, and it's like, you could just speak to black people, right? Like you don't have to be a spectacle of like, yo, we got fried chicken and Usher moonwalking. Like it doesn't have to be that to get. Black people are intelligent, you know what I'm saying? And I think things like this to kind of show that you relate to the black community and everything like that, it's almost in a way, unironically, like counterproductive, and just plays into the stereotypes that black people's only time they pay attention is if I do or say something like this. It doesn't have to be that way. We can redefine what it means to be just an intelligent black person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is a conversation we have often here. But hey, I'm gonna keep having it because I think it's necessary and stuff like that.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
one quick
can't
question.
ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.